Alright, smart apes, buckle up because today we're diving into the world of the green-eyed monster. We're going on an expedition to uncover the top 9 hidden signs others envy you. Number 9. Constantly gives you backhanded compliments. You know, those compliments that have a little sting in their tail? You're really pretty for a tall girl. Wow, you've gotten so much better at this. I remember when you were just terrible. It's like getting a beautifully wrapped present, only to find a whoopee cushion inside. According to a paper published in the Journal of Language and Social Psychology, this behavior is often a sign of underlying envy. It's a bit like trying to water a plant with lemonade. It seems sweet, but it's not really beneficial. So, how can we deal with this lemonade situation? First, don't take these compliments to heart. Know your worth and don't let anyone make you feel less. Second, lead by example. Show them how to give genuine compliments. It's like planting a garden. You sow the seeds of kindness and they'll eventually bear fruit. Number 8. You know, you're not really working that hard. If this sounds familiar, you might just be dealing with someone who's a tad bit envious. Envy can often be expressed as downplaying another person's effort or accomplishments. It's like trying to tame a wild lion by telling it that it's really just a big cat with a fancy mane. So, next time someone tells you that you're not working very hard, just remember, it's not about you, it's about them. Here's a nugget of wisdom for you. Envy is the art of counting someone else's blessings instead of your own. To counteract this, let's try a couple of things. First, start by consciously recognizing and appreciating the hard work you put into your endeavors. This isn't about boasting, it's about self-validation. Second, gently but firmly stand up for yourself when someone tries to downplay your effort. Say something like, well, we all have different work styles. This one works for me. Number 7. Constantly talks about you behind your back. They might be spreading rumors or simply spinning tales that would make a novelist green with envy. Shakespeare had a term for this, he called it, the green-eyed monster. People might engage in such behavior when they feel threatened or insecure. It's like a chameleon changing its colors when it senses danger, except this change isn't nearly as cool or helpful. And what's the remedy, you ask? First, confront the person gently, yet firmly. It's like being a gorilla in a china shop. You need to be powerful but also cautious. Second, counter any negativity by spreading positivity. For every rumor they spread, share a positive story or fact about someone else. This way, you're changing the narrative from the ground up. Number 6. Always trying to steal your spotlight. You're telling a story, they interrupt with their own. You've got news, they've got something bigger. It's like they're trying to hijack your rock concert with their own guitar solo. According to researchers from Stanford University, this can be an attempt to regain a sense of importance in the face of envy. It's like they're on a sinking ship and they're trying to jump onto your sturdy boat. So, how do you deal with this? First, firmly, but politely, hold your ground. Don't let your stories be hijacked. Second, encourage them to share their own spotlight moments separately. This way, everyone gets a chance to shine. Before we delve into the top 5 hidden signs, please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below saying, I subscribed. I'll be sure to reply to your comment and decipher the reason behind your chosen profile picture. I'll give you a moment to do that. Ready? Great, let's continue. Number 5. They don't seem to be genuinely happy for your achievements. It's like throwing a party and then realizing the guests are only there for the free food. Research shows that envy can sometimes manifest as a lack of enthusiasm for another's success. It's like having a foggy window. It obscures the view. What can you do about this? First, celebrate your wins privately or with people who genuinely care for you. It's like having a small, intimate concert rather than a giant stadium show. Second, try to empathize with the other person. Understanding their feelings can help create a healthier dynamic. Number 4. Constantly find fault with what you're doing. You know, like that friend who always finds the one misspelled word in your award-winning essay. Envy can lead people to find flaws in others to feel better about themselves. It's like using a magnifying glass to find a needle in a haystack. Totally unnecessary. What's the antidote? First, take their criticism with a pinch of salt. Know that it's not about you, but about them. Second, use the criticism constructively. If there's a valid point, improve upon it. If not, let it slide like water off a duck's back. Number 3. Mimic your actions, your style, or even your ideas. It's like they've suddenly become your shadow, following you around and replicating everything you do. You might ask, why would someone do that? Well, a fascinating study from the Association for Psychological Science suggests that mimicry can be a form of flattery stemming from admiration or, you guessed it, envy. It's like that friend who always orders the same dish as you at a restaurant because they can't decide for themselves. Here's what you can do. First, take it as a compliment. Imitation, after all, is the highest form of flattery. It means you're setting a trend. Second, gently assert your individuality. If someone copies your style, mix it up a bit. Change your hairstyle or try a new fashion trend. It's like giving your shadow a run for its money. Number 2. Constantly questions your decisions, choices, and actions. It's like they've appointed themselves as your life's chief inspector, evaluating and interrogating every move you make. A study from the University of Salzburg suggests that this behavior may be a veiled expression of envy. It's like a frog croaking louder to drown out the nightingale's song. So, what's the best way to handle this? First, remind yourself that you don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. It's like being the master of your own ship. You decide where it sails. Second, address this issue directly with them. Politely let them know that their constant questioning is unnecessary and you're perfectly capable of steering your own ship. Number 1. They constantly compares themselves to you, like a constant tug of war. It's as if life is a giant game of top trumps, and they're always trying to see if their card beats yours. Researchers at Harvard Business School found that social comparison is a key driver of envy. It's like trying to judge the size of a fish by comparing it to a banana. It just doesn't work. Here's what you can do. First, remind yourself that comparison is the thief of joy. Every time you catch them comparing, gently steer the conversation away. Second, engage in activities together that emphasize cooperation rather than competition. For example, collaborate on a project or participate in a team sport. So there you have it, brainy gorillas. Your 9 key signs that you might be dealing with some envy in your social jungle. Remember, understanding these signs isn't just about recognizing the problem. It's about actively turning them into opportunities for growth. If you've found a nugget of wisdom in this, do your fellow gorillas a favor. Smash that like button and make sure to subscribe. Every like, every subscription, every share spreads this wisdom to more folks out there. It helps cultivate a community that's more self-aware, more empathetic, and more committed to personal growth. Let's expand this tribe of conscious communicators. Let's foster a climate of understanding, hand in hand.